think it's time to play Flip the Book. So, would you like to play an intuitive game where there's 3 books and you can pick 1, 2, or 3? Which book would you like?
3.
3. Okay, that's what I refer to as the big book, 1 to 430 pages to pick.
I'll take 77.
So that is actually a picture. There we go. Can you see that man sitting on
Yes,
his
I do.
books?
Yep.
Right. So there's 2 paragraphs. Do you want the first one or the second one?
I'll take the first one.
Okay. So these are archetypes.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the intellectual. You are very judgmental in the way you think, constantly analyzing, justifying, and judging if you are right, therefore superior. You confuse your judgment for reality and class your judgment as an authority over truth. You use what you class as knowledge to validate your arrogance. Your inability to trust your soul's consciousness and truth has you searching for information to intellectually justify overriding the insecurity you feel by abandoning truth. Truth is felt, but you want to only operate in what you consider as proven knowledge, presuming you can control life with your black and white judgment. I think that sums up what we've been talking about in your book, the dark
Correct.
side. Yeah.
Correct. That's very well said. Yeah.
Yeah. What did it make you feel?
But I don't want to be like that.
Good answer.
No, I don't want to be like that. No, I'm just the opposite. But I mean, that's it. That's what we're up against. That description is what's out there. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
not all of us, but there's a good number that are like that, and that
Yeah,
separates.
and it's easy to fall into that judgment trap.
No,
Because
no.
if you're not letting yourself realize that even your understanding of truth and your own spirituality is going to keep moving. So, to jump on a belief system and then use it as a judgment to make someone less than you, or to give yourself the righteous self permission to treat someone as if they're less than you, then you are so far away from truth that it's scary.
You got to give them love, Lorraine. That same people that are trying to be better, that when they realize that when they meet people like that, give them love. And
That's
that's what they should be feeling and giving, rather than feeling that they're different or they're lesser than you are.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
No, it
But eventually,
doesn't.
no. But
Yeah.
they'll learn.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I always say humanity, humans, we're slow learners.
we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. That's why, personally, I believe our souls are here to learn, and then we learn from that. And for me, I believe we come back and apply that knowledge to our next life. But then, believe it or not, there's a number of what they call Hasidic Jews, very strict Jews that believe in reincarnation, astrology, and all that stuff. And it's shocking, but it is true that they think the Jewish people believe in the Old Testament and all that. But there's a section of the Jewish faith that also believe in what I just mentioned.
All right, there you go. What do you think was the greatest lesson that you learned from writing your book? What did you learn personally?
The importance of having strength to keep going, even against the darkest moments in one's life. To love, to really feel caring and love for other people. It's given me a certain softness now that I really feel for people who have problems or issues. I have a lot of compassion that I didn't have before.
Oh, that's
And
good.
so it's kind of softened me a lot as I'm getting older. And I love people. My prayer every night is I don't want anyone to be lonely. I think loneliness is horrible. And it really pains me to see there's a lot of lonely people out there. I see a lot of people that are just not connecting with each other.
Yeah,
So I
true.
pray every night that I hope people will really learn to love one another and to bond with them rather than
Yeah.
live separately.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that's a good thing to realize that, that's a good result for you.
Right. It is.
Yeah, yeah. And I always think, remember self-compassion as well, because you've got to be able to sit with yourself in those dark moments and be your own nurturer as well as
Right.
nurturing others. Yeah,
And
beautiful.
keep in mind that, my parents really, my parents really didn't teach that because they were so shut down emotionally that if they could feel what I'm saying now, they would have a very difficult time, because the only way they could have survived, Lorraine, is by shutting those emotions down. My parents rarely ever hugged me or kissed me as a child, never said I love you. They just weren't capable of doing those kinds of things because of what had gone through with my sister being taken. So I had to learn all this through the years as I got older.
Yeah, yeah. And that's quite common when lots of different types of trauma is they shut down, but then it affects the next generation
Right.
because yeah, so we keep perpetuating the trauma response in a way.
Right.
So
And, it's in our DNA. So it didn't just happen with my parents, Lorraine. This happened generations before them. My family all comes from Russia, Lithuania, Poland. They all had persecution in their lives. That DNA is passed down from one generation to the other. Of course, it's left with me because I'm the last surviving member of my family. Once I
mhm.
go, this book would never have been written. I was the last. That's one of the reasons I wrote the book, because I wanted people to know before I go, then unless I wrote the book, people would never know who these people were. That was one of
Yeah,
the reasons I wrote the book. So
yeah, beautiful story. Well, it's really a recount, isn't it? It's a recount of
yeah,
somebody's life. So
exactly. It's a biography. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, thank you, Michael. I've enjoyed the conversation.
Same here. Thank you very much, Lorraine.